Hello boys and girls, welcome back to another session of Dwarf Fortress Lancedbrains. Now I'm now using the performance optimizing software where I have a dedicated core to Dwarf Fortress and no other programs, so this is really interesting. Potentially I could actually, I mean, for the sake process, so let me share it here, edit, and so Dwarf Fortress is in cores 6 and 7, so these last two cores. Let's observe this for a while. So the last two cores are the only Dwarf Fortress process, and everything else, all the other processes, are in cores 1 through 5, 0 to 5. Okay. So let's see how much processor, and this is the RAM load, so who knows. Hello Kalumos, nice to see you here. Yeah, it's been a good time with iRacing and other stuff. Now back to some serious gaming. Yeah. So that's right. That's right. So we are defending the burrows here, and we need to pull this lever. I mean, no, unsuspend, and pull these three levers. So let me just check what other stuff we have. I recently stumbled upon a nice tool. It's called Kanban flow. If you know the workflow process of Scrum and Kanban, there is a nice tool, Kanban flow, and I thought we could utilize it for Dwarf Fortress as a task management sort of tool, because right now I have everything in Dwarf Fortress. I have everything in where do you say here in my to-do list, and I manage this to-do list somehow, but it all could be utilized in Kanban as well. So in this tool, I will occasionally try it. So what's happened to our monitor here? This doesn't look right. Oh yes, of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Yeah, because I resized the window. All right. Streaming environment management. All right, let's see. Unpause. What was our task? Our task here was, I don't know what. Ah, of course, yes, we were cleaning the magma trap. I remember now. Oh, Chris. Hey, this is still going. Of course, this is still going. I just took a big, long break from it. And look how the cores are computing. I mean, 7th and 8th core, they are switching between loads. Clothier is stricken by melancholia. This was expected. The clothier will probably die now. But it couldn't be helped. We tried our best. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. So Dwarf Fortress has a CPU core just for itself. No other process is allowed to use those two cores. Only Dwarf Fortress. It's running slightly better, like 20% faster, I believe. Year 267, that is true, yes, that's our year. I don't know in which year we started, but I think it was somewhere like 257. I don't know, you guys can check in the playlist. Lancedbrains, episode 1 or 2. I was thinking also with regards to buying a new computer that I would really like. I mean, today's trend is towards multiple cores. Like you have these, I don't know how many, 18 cores, 36 threads cores, like this top end, high end of Intel. But what you really need for Dwarf Fortress is like just 2 cores with a high clock rate and a fast RAM. An SSD drive doesn't hurt, but not necessary. But really high single threading power. It's the resource monitor. Yes, Mimroni, because I'm just testing it because I recently bought the tool process lasso, and that allowed me to move automatically assign affinity to CPU cores. I know that it helps if you have Dwarf Fortress just set affinity of Dwarf Fortress set to 1 or 2 cores, but it is always a chore to set it every time you run Dwarf Fortress, and you have dozens of other processes of which you would need to set affinity to all cores but those 2 which are used by Dwarf Fortress. So that is why I use Process Lasso, where you can automatize this. You just define a performance profile where you said, okay, every process that is not Dwarf Fortress goes to these cores, and Dwarf Fortress goes to these cores. So it does it like automatically every time. So this is really nice. I see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so this is good. It's running reasonably well now. It really helps. I mean, it runs much faster really than it ran last session. So the rightmost cores, which are now almost idle, are Dwarf Fortress, and the big 2 bars on the very right are RAM usage, memory usage. Nice. So we have this. We can remove these stairs. Mimroni says, if you don't mind asking, what CPU do you have now, as it doesn't look like it's still... No, it's not the 760. I think I have the... let me just run CPU Z. It's the i7 4790K. It's slightly overclocked with running at, I don't even know, something like 4.4 gigahertz, but it varies. I mean, the core speed varies here in CPUs. I think I overclocked it to 4.5 or something like that. It just a careful overclock. I didn't drive it up too much. Right. So I think we could actually refill our magma trap. Fill magma tank. What is this? Magma tank safety. Fill magma tank. Fill magma tank. Yeah, okay, let's do this. So even though Dwarf Fortress is supposed to be a single-threaded process, I don't know, I mean these cores, it probably profits that it runs on 2 threads in a one physical core. It doesn't seem like upgrading would really affect your DF performance, or at least be worth the price. I know it really doesn't as of now. I will probably upgrade at the end of 2018 or even in 2019, because as of now, I mean, I can run everything I want pretty well. Oh, even iRacing in VR headset. It's an okay computer with lots of RAM, reasonably fast. I don't have to vet the very fastest SSD drives, but yeah, they are fast. So yak calves. Yeah. Oh, look at the miasma, but it's not our miasma. So we would need to close the water bridges. Trap water bridges and trap magma bridges. Hello Luis, nice to see you. Okay, so magma bridges are down and water bridges are down. Yeah, we probably DBF everything here just to make sure nobody tries to haul anything. Iron pike, iron bow, some more iron items. Then we will close trap safety. But which one? Trap safety 3 it is. Crab cage and horseshoe crab. I don't know about these crabs. What can you do with these crabs? Oh, and I didn't even observe this battle, but it looks like every single creature is now Every single creature which has been released is now dead. This is good. They've had some fun. I just wonder... Okay, so the bridge opens inside. I can place table here. I cannot place table here, which means the bridge, the racing bridge, opens inside. So if I pull the lever of this bridge, none of the dwarves will get hurt if they are standing here in front of this. So let's do this, and we will dump the corpses. Hello. And this is called archery range bridge. And let's see, we can probably close this, fill magma tank, and how about our water tank? It's still good. We could fill water trap 1 and 2. These two. It's being flooded now. I can pump some magma here. Takes forever to to flow there. Oh, yeah, your trip to Germany. I remember you have announced it. It was great, you say? So where have you been? Was it Kaiserslautern? Yeah, I think this is good now. Good enough. Yeah. Fill what? Fill magma tank. So the magma trap is ready again. Now we can open the kitty drop. You say you stayed at Hanover and visited various towns and cities. Most notably was Wolfsburg. You visited the Autostadt? That was too much to see in one visit. Yeah, it's too much to see in Autostadt. Lots of things. But I don't find it particularly nice exhibition. Hey, we should probably get rid of this haunted reindeer. And I know we should definitely get rid of our dwarf. But does it really matter? I mean, I will probably never again play this world. You know, we last time with the preceding fortress with the dragon granite, we made the mistake that we have locked were dwarves, I mean were beasts, in a wall somewhere. We have walled them in, and when we retired the fortress, what the engine does, it just takes every dwarf and randomly scatters them around the fortress. So then we had were iguanas among the migrants, because this dwarf magically got out of his confinement, as the game took him and randomly placed him somewhere else in the fortress. So we could restrict this dwarf to the burrows of the magma trap and let him die a dwarfy death. As well as do the same with the thralled reindeer from the very beginning of the game. Well, I don't think I will do it. We could fill the water tank west, west 2 and north. And fill, well, the magma is still fine. We don't need to fill the magma. Oh, stray sow has given birth to a piglet. Nice, nice, nice. I'm glad that we did such wide openings and wide inlets for the water from the cavern. It fills reasonably fast. Stocks, plants. We have lots of dimple cups, so we could mill them. Mill plants on repeat. Let me check the stocks of iron bars. 9 iron bars only. Yeah, it's a little bit low. We are low on iron bars, and steel bars, 101 steel bars is not really good either. Do we have still items to melt? Weapons. Yes, we do. We do have melt a metal object. Work these smelters, guys. Come on. It's potash. What was this? Oh, our raccoon pup. Okay. So we can now pull the lever on these corpses. Atom smash them. Blam. And now I believe we need to check these cages. None of these cages seem to have seem to be linked, but so we will build a cage, goblin cage, troll cage, big dog cage, troll cage, goblin cage. Goblin, big dog, goblin, goblin, troll, goblin, goblin, dump, not dump yet. We need to make sure that the hey, don't walk over it, you'll get hurt. This is a restricted traffic area. What is going on? Hey, Ferko has Pilsner Urquell. Okay. Yeah, item is blocking site. Yes, we know that. Is anyone pulling this? So let's dump this, dump this. Dump this, dump it. Anything else? Now we will need to link the levers again. So link a cage. Okay, let's start here. Okay. This is the dwarf who is going to construct the goblin cage. Looks like it's going to take forever, but he's already very high up. Okay. Kagoth, why is he walking so slow? Is he a crutch walker by any chance? Right foot, yeah, of course, right foot. Slow to heal. Right foot, massive straight scar. Yeah, he's crippled. But he has also the right to feel important. He does his job as best as he can. Snowstorm has come. I think we could now operate the magma trap again. We will just pit this rooster. Hopefully without harming him. Horse foal. Yeah, we need to slaughter some horses and yaks. Animals. Horse. Let's butcher it off. Yak cow. Let's butcher these. Now look at the amount of silk we have here from the cave spiders. Wonder what happened to the moody dwarf who could not get his item. Left lung is bruised, lower body bruised. Why do they only fall like 1, 2, 3 levels? Why do these chicken get so hurt? Seems unrealistic. And they are flapping their wings a little, so when they fall. So they shouldn't have such a huge impact. The impact force of their body falling to the ground shouldn't be that high. Anyway, I think there is a better way. There's a better way to do it. We might restrict the animal or assign the animal to a cage and then release the cage. We could actually use a steel cage for it with steel mechanisms or some magma safe mechanisms. Yeah, why not? Let's make actually a steel cage. This our steel forge, lead bars, gold bars, steel bars. Yeah, okay, so let's craft furniture, steel cage. Actually, steel cage is an overkill. Iron cage is good enough. Forge an iron cage. And we will make a stockpile. Oh, okay, let's Forge an iron cage. Look at them, they are now melting items. Copper bars, bronze shield, copper shield, yeah. It's looking good. Lots of weapon grade metal. He's got the iron bars. 1 bar, another bar, and a 3rd bar. And PCT, empty cages, and enable, forbid, and empty cages shall be stockpiled here. Iron cage. There we go. I think glass is also magma safe. We could have made a glass cage. Well, too late now. So where is he hauling that? Hopefully to the iron cage stockpile. Attaboy, attaboy. Iron cage. Alright, so let's... we'll build it in the next cycle. So right now we have the rooster down there, so we now can open. So this is raised, trap safety 3. This bridge kitty drop is not yet raised. We must close it. It's closed, so now we can unlock trap safety 2. And see that the goblins come. Oh boy, we will, no, we will not lose this iron helm. It opens outside. Yeah. So now I want to see these goblins moving. Come on. Somebody get inside. Oh, of course. Well, ooh, look at this. Where lizard has come. Yeah, tough luck. You see it, I don't see it. It's usually on the edge of the map, but I don't see it. A large lizard twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow mahogany. Sepia scales are jagged and set far apart. That's good. Scales set far apart means we have plenty of space to hurt him. Now will you know why you fear the night? I think this deserves another attack, another stream. So yeah, we'll see how many dwarves get infected. I'll see you in about 10 minutes, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching so far.